All right. Okay, I feel like that light's a bit bright. Dim it just one more stop. Okay. Sorry, StreamYard has follow some steps. Okay. Because some comments never come up on Facebook. God, am I logged into Facebook on this? I am, as it turns out. Okay, let's see if I can work this out. Apps and websites on Facebook. Meta bundle, manual, post aerial, live update, note, page, group, event, marketplace, events, friends, groups, newsfeed, feeds, pages, reels, shopping, personal. Meta quest, fuck off. Okay, it's none of those things. What the fuck is it? Settings, maybe? Let's assume it's settings. Privacy checkout, privacy center, content preferences. Wait, what does the handy dandy guide say? What apps and websites page on Facebook? There fucking isn't one. Common privacy settings, privacy topics. Manage passwords. Manage audience. Manage account. Export accounts. Fucking hate it when you get instructions and they're not right. Hey, honey, your monitor's gone bad. She's going to get a replacement. Yeah, I mean, I've been tempted to just get a cheap laptop, but we'll see how I go. So, again, what the fuck is this shit? Apps and, okay, wait, apps and websites page? Oh, wait, you've given me a link. It was there. Public, non-public, The Guardian. Okay, I don't know what these two are, and I'm going to remove them. And this one, I don't know what that is, and I'm deleting that. All these ones are expired. See more. ABC, Twitch, Twitch, Jib Jab. Who remembers Jib Jab? Okay, what the fuck? Business integration tab. Where's the fucking business integration tab? Wait, was that a link too? Business integration tab. Active, StreamYard. Okay, here's a bunch. Again, there's more things here that I don't use. What the fuck is this? Just removing things that I don't know what the fuck they are. Okay, but I have found StreamYard. Oh, maybe I just go view and edit. Maybe I'm smart enough to work it out. It's updated. Manage business, access profiles and posts. Use media, create and manage content. Manage comments. Read content posted. I was fucking doing it for Angry Aussie. Additional. Okay, it never fucking works. Every time I try to fix that, it doesn't fucking work. And hello, Charlie. How you going? Did I get excited for Flyby? No. Actually, it literally hasn't been done before, I don't think, Arnie. But I did see a picture, which was neat, of showing the moon in front of Earth, which rather unique view. Anyway, been editing vid all day. I've been watching stuff on TV all day. Thinking of making a cocktail, just a short one. Actually, yeah, that's what I want to do first. Yes, they've reached the furthest point from humans that have ever been by 4,000 miles. But, yeah, and then they come back, and so then they've done the longest space journey that humans have ever done. Oh, okay. So I started watching, because it's illegal in Australia, and it does keep getting mentioned on Criterion Channel. I think Margaret and David organised guerrilla screenings of it in some cinemas. They might have even been charged with stuff over it. I got bored. I was half an hour in, and it's like, I'm finding the way this is done boring, and I might go back to it, but you've been putting that movie off for 10 years. I thought, okay, I think we've reached the stage of the movie where they're just going to start doing horrible things to kids, which is why it's illegal in Australia. And I thought, I don't know. I was actually both bored and thinking it's about to get to some really unpleasant stuff. So I'll pace myself. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Okay, I'm going to taste compare two liqueurs and decide which I'm going to use. Yes, I've not seen Serbian film. I also think Serbian film is illegal in Australia, although I'm not sure. Human Centipede, I haven't watched. There is probably a version of that that's illegal in Australia. Okay, so it's in shot glasses. Move that stuff around. Shots. Okay, it's alphabetical. This is easy. Oh shit! A fucking brick. It's just knocking bottles over. Okay. Berdikovka and Baraniga. Two European liqueurs. I got to decide which one. The recipe said a bitter honey liqueur. What? Bitter honey aperitivo. So, man, Baraniga is really thick, syrupy. Berdikovka from the Czech Republic. Ooh, that's much more liquidy. Okay, so they're very different. Well, an Australian soldier was arrested on war criminal charges. He's not a war criminal unless he gets convicted. Yeah, I don't know how many you've got that would fall outside of Australia's censorship laws, but SALO is definitely illegal. All right, Paraniego. Oh, man, that's just super sweet. It does have a little cinnamon clove aftertaste. What's this one? Berkovka. Okay, that's really bitter. That's maybe the right one to use if I'm supposed to use bitter. I think I'm going to cut back the volume of it, though. I'm not sipping that much of a bitter aperitif. It's not my booze of choice. You think La Dolce Vita is currently banned in Australia? That seems weird. What would be the reason for it? Because you can usually find the reason for it. Okay, well, I'm going to get these other things out and make this cocktail. With your Mac. That's P. Mac is down here. Okay. Mac. I think that's everything. You know what? I want to look up the La Dolce Vita thing. Is La Dolce Vita banned in Australia? No, says AI. Was subject to censorship in the 60s, which oh, here we go. Wikipedia, list of films banned in Australia. Let's fucking go. Current status, unbanned. Okay, we're up to the 70. Wow, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song was banned. Was never resubmitted. But SBS did air it, so yeah, no way. Pink Flamingos got okay, so if you get the unedited American version, I think that Pink Flamingos is technically banned in Australia, but there's a locally released cut version. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was allowed uncut. Vasa de Noches, The Wedding Trough, Obscenity and Bestiality, still banned. It's Belgian. Okay, never heard of it. Salo, allowed... Oh, wait. Oh! Salo is currently allowed uncut, albeit with requirements of supplementary materials for added context. So, initial ban was reversed in 93, rebanned in 98, but then approved for DVD and Blu-ray in 2010. It can only be shown in cinemas if extra materials screened with it. Okay. So, Salo technically not illegal. In the realm of the censors, allowed uncut, Last Cannibal World. One of these crappy things, but there was a cut version released here. Caligula. There was an attempt to ban it, but apparently the uncut version is allowed. Faces of Death series. Original got an R rating. 2 to 4 remain banned. There you go. Cannibal Apocalypse got allowed uncut. Cannibal Holocaust got allowed uncut. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is allowed uncut. Last House on the Left is allowed uncut. Man Behind the Sun. Okay, so there's a censored version. You got refused classification in 89. Animal Abuse, allegedly a real autopsy film. 4 minutes cut, and it was allowed out with 4 minutes cut. Bad Taste. Peter Jackson film. Queensland wanted to ban it, but it's allowed uncut. Boy Amiga, Beyond the Darkness. 2014, ban was lifted. It was released on review. It's okay, so it's now uncut. Was seized by customs in 92. Got refused classification. Ban was lifted in 2014. The Beast in Heat, also known as SS Hellcamp, is still banned. Excessive sexual violence. Sounds very exploitative. Oh, Legend of the Overfiend. Well, it's good. I can't pronounce that. Allowed in if censored. Yes, I saw that. I remember it was a censored version. The thing sings. 12 films screened at the Queer Festival. Banned in Tasmania, unrated by the Classification Board. Freeway, uncut version. Had to be cut. That's Kiefer Sutherland and Reese Witherspoon. There's only a cut version allowed in Australia. The remake of I Spit on Your Grave was allowed uncut. Romance was initially refused classification. Ban was overturned. Allowed uncut. Explicit depictions of actual sexual activity. Baignoire, French film. Yes. Still banned from theatrical showings or home media release. Ken Park. Still banned. Not widely distributed worldwide. Copies of the film were distributed via the internet. Illegal public screenings were held in Sydney. No one was charged. Oh, Wolf Creek was originally banned in the Northern Territory because of someone being murdered in the Northern Territory, but it was never banned anywhere else. Here we go. A Serbian fan, still banned. Refused classification. There was a cut version that were given a rating but got re-reviewed and re-banned. It remains legal to possess and view, so you can't be busted for watching it. Okay, Human Centipede 2, full sequence, banned, uncut, allowed with 30 seconds cut. Father's Day, allowed after 40 seconds were cut. Found, allowed after 2 minutes cut. Children's Island, still banned. Guess why with that title? Okay, that's telling you something. Still banned. Filed by the New South Wales Police for sexual content. Interspecies reviewers. Still banned. Wow, okay. Was refused classification. It's apparently episodes. If it's manga, anime. The censorship board found sex scenes in the 3rd and 9th episodes feature the halflings. Kanchai and Peter board believe these scenes Depict a person who appears to be under the age of 18 years. Oh, there you go. Oh, God. So, okay, so someone just had videos of the deaths of Charlie Kirk and a few other people. So, okay, so there you go. There's your potted review. Serbian films still banned in Australia, but it's legal to watch it. Oh, Australia's got a heavy hand with censorship in video games, Justin. You found the list of it? Yeah, just go Wikipedia, films banned in Australia. So La Dolce Vita was subject to censorship in the 60s, but that was 60s sensibilities. So, but that's an actual interesting list, I think. Right. Okay. 20 minutes in. Okay, now I'm going to double check the recipe that I wanted to make. My Trello. Oh shit! Okay, Slinks, you're done. You move. I'll get my confetti. Where's the one? I thought I moved it. Was it the hunter? No. Strange stirrings. What some of those movies give you. Brittle Manhattan. That was it. So whiskey, honey, sweet vermouth, mac. Okay. Dang it. Yeah, I'm going to make my vid. Look, let's save, because I'm intrigued about video games banned or censored. There's a lot that end up getting censored for Australia. I do want to have that conversation because I think it's interesting. Okay. Let's get this happening. Okay. GoPro goes here. Fucking, what the fucking shitballs? That just went. Well, it's going fucking feral on me. I don't normally have a problem with this. What's it fucking doing? Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's get this shit sorted. Okay. Sweet move. Good up, go. Where's my audio tripod? Had it over here to do the laser discs. Let's get it back here. Oof. I have to think about what book video I'm going to do this week. Because I haven't even really thought about it, let alone scripted it. Do this. And come here, do that. All right, just getting my shit organized. Stirring glass. I think we will use Nova for the whiskey. Okay. and my sea line. A couple of drops of sea line for this. Okie doke. And I'm going to simplify the fucking recipe too. Okay, a glass. Hey look, let's chill a glass so I'm not lying like I normally do. Actually chill a glass. 'Cause I'm fancy. Does it make a difference? Yes it does. Not usually what I can be bothered with though. Okay, so first things first, we're going to make this RX strips. Hello, how are you? I'm just, look, you have to excuse me. Well, you don't have to, but because I'm just going to do this anyway, whether I'm excused or not. Just making a short cocktail video for my YouTube channel. This is probably only going to take me 10 minutes, probably. Okay, let's do that. Shape it up. Is that angle right? Maybe like that. What the fuck? Up to, oh man. It just randomly made me fix the time. Sorry. I'm just going to sit down and do that. See what's happening. What is it? 8 the 7th. Wait, is this American? No, it is. Fucking hell. Fuck. Oh, fuck you. Keeps jumping to 7th. 26. The time is 2027. Eight. PM. Date and time updated. Okay, so why were you fucking hassling me to do that? Honestly. What a bunch of bullshit. Okay, back to actually putting the camera in place. That looks fine. All right, let's go then. Okay, I didn't take any of these things off. It's a fun noise. Nice long neck for it to echo down. Oh man, I love the smell of Nova. We'll do 15 mils. I'll put that good off, okay. $15 mils of sweet vermouth. And 15 mils of Mac. Couple of drops of sea line. Flavor enhancer. Maybe I should do an MSG mix rather than a salt and water. I'm sure that's not a completely original idea and other people have actually done it. Here we go again. Give this a jolly good stir. Okay, it's tasting interesting. I have to give it a proper taste. Oh, I am going to go out and get a cherry because I don't have any cherries in here. Look, it wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something, honestly. Not going to do it for the video though. Okay. Now the talky bit should take but a few minutes. See how many times I can stumble over my unscripted words. Can't be bothered to script short videos. Okay, is that going? That's recording. Let's look at the framing on this. Ooh, what the hell was I shooting before? All right. Let's go. G'day cocktail lovers. This is a Manhattan variation called a brittle Manhattan. And when you see the extra bits in here, you can see why. It's echoing the flavors of a peanut brittle, making this sweeter, and also because there's a bitter aperitif in it. Maybe the bitterness and extra sweetness balance. We'll see. The recipe I saw said use a bitter honey aperitif. I'm going with this one, Berkovka, which may not literally fit the bill, but it's what I have that I thought would fit. And when they said nut liqueur, I think that leaves the door wide open to a whole spectrum of nut liqueurs you could try. This is my favorite, an Australian one, barrel-aged macadamia liqueur. So that's what I'm putting in there. There's also sweet vermouth and whiskey because it's Manhattan. But these extra flavors, let's see what they've done here. It certainly tastes different to a Manhattan. I actually toned down the measurement for the bitter aperitif because I'm not that fond of bitter drinks. If you like things like a Negroni, you'd maybe want to put more of the bitter aperitivo in there. But I'm happy with how this came out. I'll show you how to make it. In your mixing glass, put 2 ounces or 60 mils of the whiskey of your choice, then half an ounce or 15 mils of a bitter honey aperitivo, then half an ounce or 15 mils of sweet vermouth, then half an ounce or 15 mils of a nut liqueur. Then to bring some flavors out, I'm doing a couple of drops of saline solution. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. And I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. I found this recipe on the Difford's Guide website where I find a lot of recipes. If you look at his recipe, you'll see, I think, the ingredient. Okay, no, I want to make this point. I want to make it clearly. I found this recipe on the Difford's Guide website, and if you see the recipe on the site, you'll see that it's different. He has different and sometimes fussy measurements. Also, as I mentioned, he recommended more of the bitter aperitif, which is not really my thing. So I brought up the volume of both the nut liqueur and the sweet vermouth and dropped the volume of the aperitif. I'm always a big fan of improvising, looking at a recipe and saying, I can see how this worked for someone. Would it work exactly like that for me? If not, don't be afraid to tweak it. I'm happy with how my modifications came out. You should be willing to try a little bit different as well, and you might end up with your own version of a brittle Manhattan. Cheers. Oh, I almost stopped and started again. I was rambling a bit there. But, sometimes a good ramble is what's called for. Okay, turn the bright light off, turn everything off, get it out of the way. I am going to leave the room briefly and get a new jar of cherries. Did I stop this? I did stop this. Good man. Just got to switch it off now. Because I emptied my jar of cherries the other night. Oh man, I forgot. I didn't go out to the cherry shop, but I'll be back in a minute. Ooh. Okay, ready to rock and or roll. Ooh, got a new jar of cherries. No, see, the same place I get the cherries has the chartreuse. So I meant to go today because I assumed they were open today. They're probably open all week. Guy who owns it is Jewish, so maybe he doesn't care. And it's, a family-run shop, so maybe he doesn't care about public holidays. I'll go later this week, maybe the weekend. I was going to say, I just was in a not leaving the house mood. I did leave the house a couple of times, actually. Okay. Cherries ahoy. No, see, I didn't drop off the laptop either because I didn't leave the house. Or, as I did leave the house a bit. Yes, good reminder, Justin. Ban video games. Okay, video games banned in Australia. Yes, Wikipedia has a list as well. Okay. Original date of classification. Oh, we're going from most recent to last. Hunter by Hunter Nen by Impact banned because of implied sexual violence involving minors. Damn. Refused classification. Sympathy Kiss banned due to implied sexual violence that was visually depicted. Refused classification. Blade Runner Enhanced Edition banned for interactive sexual activity involving a person who appears to be under 18 years of age. Refused classification. Death Smiles 1 and 2. The Nintendo Switch game was banned because of interactive sexual activity involving a person who appears to be under 18. Refused classification. Mary Skelter Finale. This is from 2021. Banned because of it. Wow, there's a lot of banned because of sexual activity involving a person who appears to be under 18. Are these all Japanese games? Refused classification. Wasteland 3. Banned because of drug use related to incentives and reward. A censored version was rated R. Sludge Life. Banned for drug use. Not available for purchase within Australia. Refused classification. Well, this is an interesting one. Super Blood Hockey from 2017 did get released with an R rating, but was later banned because of drug use related to incentive and rewards. Mega Labyrinth, banned because of interactive sexual activity involving a person who appears to be under 18. Refused classification. Mother Russia Bleeds, banned because of sexual violence and drug use. Refused classification. Apparently you can get it on Steam, even though it's refused classification. The Bug Butcher, banned because of drug use. And the censored version got released with an M rating. Valkyrie Drive, banned because of implied sexual violence. Censored version has an 18R rating. Labyrinth of Death, banned because, under 18 again, refused classification. Hotline Miami 2, banned because of sexual violence. They appealed, still refused classification. South Park, The Stick of Truth, scenes of sexual violence involving minors. A version was released replacing the questionable scenes with a card of a koala crying humorously explaining what had been cut. So got an R rating when they cut some stuff. Saints Row 4, banned because it implies sexual violence and drug use. Refused classification. And an edited version got an MA. State of Decay from we're back to 2013 now. Banned because of drug use. Refused classification, changed to vitamins, it got an R rating. Oh, the Syndicate reboot, high impact bloody violence. I didn't know that was refused classification. I just heard it wasn't a good game. Witcher 2, Assassins and Kings, banned because of sexuality and nudity. Was originally refused classification. They cut a scene and got an MA rating. Jeez, do we keep going? This is a long list. That's a fucking long list. Right back to a 1988 game, Pocket Gal 2, banned because of sexual activity related to incentive and rewards. Refused classification, still refused classification. Damn, it's okay. It's a longer list than movies. Put it that way. You know what? Postal 4 was refused classification on appeal, turned into R rating. Disco Elysium was refused classification, then given an R rating. Let's see, any other postals. Actually, I'll just do a search, Control F. Postal. Postal 2 was refused classification, high impact violence. Was given an R18 plus after request from the Australian Communications Media Authority. Was never submitted for reclassification by the game's publisher, so it's technically banned. The original Postal, high impact themes, refused classification. 2019 released as freeware, which is 20 years after it was released. April 5th, 2020, remastered version Postal Redux was passed with MA15. So in 97, refused classification, resubmitted in 2020, got an MA rating. Duke Nukem 3D, originally banned because of sexual violence, but was released uncensored with an MA15. So there you go. All the Postal ones got cleared, I think. Hey, Kirsty, how are you going? Oh, yeah, the South Park one, it's because of sexual activity with characters who were under 18. Cartman getting anally probed, you know. Anyway, how's this on ice? And with orange peels, I forgot I had orange peels here. I was saving. Put them in. Still unwell, Kirsty. Sad to hear it. Are you having surgery? Have you had surgery? Is it postponed again? That's not bad. It's not going on my favourites list. It's not bad. All right. I'm going to use a little bit of yellow and green chartreuse that's left in some bottles. So, hey, I've got the Difford's Guide out. Cocktail Finder. What are the top recipes with green chartreuse? Chartreuse green. 542 recipes. Just okay, of course, the last word. Oh, that's what I'll do, I think. I'll come up with a last word riff. A bunch of last word riffs that have green or yellow chartreuse. The haberdasher, whiskey, dark creme de cacao, Fernet, and chartreuse, and whipping cream. I'll probably go without the cream. So if you just mix green and yellow chartreuse, it's called an episcopal. What's the background of that? Well-established drink promoted by the marketers of chartreuse. So yeah, okay, that's actually invented by the chartreuse people to get people to drink both green and yellow chartreuse. A daiquiri elixir, rum, lime, sugarcane, and chartreuse. California Palace, dry vermouth, gin, maraschino, chartreuse. The Champs-Élysées is a busy street. Oh, you've gone back home, Kirsty, waiting for them to call you back in. Well, yeah, I hope they're looking after you. Wait, look, I'll just show you what I'm looking at. I just realized it'd make more sense if I showed you what I'm looking at. And Strictly Sega posted the censored koala. Okay. A stone wheel, tequila, chartreuse, sugar syrup, ginger syrup, lime juice, dry cedar. Closing argument, mezcal, green chartreuse, maraschino, chartreuse swizzle, industry sour, pina verde. Oof, there you go. That's a wild variation on a pina colada. Charlie, we were talking about potential variations. A pina verde uses chartreuse, not rum. It's pretty well. Yes, Kirsty, I think we all agree it's fucked that you keep getting pushed. You might have to go back if the pain gets worse. Definitely sucks. La palabra, latest word. There's all these last words riffs. Maybe I should just, I think I should definitely do a last word riff. Purgatorio, rye whiskey, bourbon whiskey, mezcal, Benedictine. Oh my God, I saw this recipe recently. I got to remember it. The Purgatorio, 30 mils rye, 15 mils bourbon, 5 mils mezcal, 15 mils Benedictine. Oh, I'm making that. Think I'm making that tonight, actually. Hell yeah, I know I'm making that tonight. 15 mils, that's a decent amount of chartreuse too. Yeah, I have talked about them on previous cocktail vids, Charlie. That is true. But okay, we got one, the Purgatorio. And maybe come up with a last word riff of my own. Think of something I want to put in it. A loop tonic, tequila, vermouth, lime juice, chartreuse. Okay, so that's like that's the top 24 as voted on by people who use the site. Quite a few last word riffs in there. Sure, I've done the Champs-Élysées, cognac, chartreuse, lemon juice. Don't have juice there, so Purgatorio gets in because it doesn't require anything that I don't already have here. What's on the second page? Bijou, gin and chartreuse and sweet vermouth. Last Flight, another last word riff. Dublin Minstrel, which is also a last word riff. Gypsy Number 1, gin elderflower. That's a last word riff too, really. Nuclear Daiquiri. Tipperary, Irish whiskey, sweet vermouth and chartreuse. Purgatory, rye whiskey, Benedictine. Oh yeah, no, I like the one with the addition of the mezcal, Purgatorio. Sounds more interesting. Mona Lisa, chartreuse and orange juice. Okay, I don't usually like. I think I maybe have tried this. 60 mils of orange juice. Just chartreuse, orange juice, and bitters. Oh, and top with tonic. Okay. Quiet Word, another last word riff. Bosenberg, rum, chartreuse, triple sec, maraschino, and lime juice. Highland Sazerac, chartreuse, brandy, single malt, sugar syrup. Jesus, how much do I want to drink tonight? Because that sounds good too. Highland Sazerac. Green chartreuse, 5 mils green chartreuse. Brandy, single malt scotch. I might do Australian single malt, honestly. Peychaud's, Angostura. Oh man. Okay, suddenly I've got 2 I want to make tonight. Yeah, the last word, you're absolutely right, is big in chartreuse. And I just love you do like equal parts. I mean, you can play with those depending on what you like. But just the structure of a last word works with almost anything you put into it. It's like spirit, something herbal, a liqueur, and a citrus juice, equal parts, those 4. Almost any combo of spirit, something herbal, liqueur, citrus, it almost always works. However crazy you get with it. Yeah, I mean, I agree they look awesome, Charlie. I found 2 I want to make tonight. Also, it's become a bit of a thing with Mrs. Angry and I because we've had such good last words and last word variations when we're out. If we've got an adventurous bartender when we're out on date night, we just say, hey, do you have a last word riff that you like to make? But yeah, I love it when a bartender's going like, I'll do you something off menu. Shafa, what did I have for dinner? I had potato and chickpea curry, light and easy. Also had like lentils and some other little veggies in it. It's pretty good. I don't think they had that on the menu the last time, like a year or so ago when I was using light and easy. And I got it because, that looks different. I'll try that. It's pretty freaking good. What was interesting is because it's got a rice mixed with veggies. And when you get it, it's in 2 halves, like the rice and veggies are over here and the curry bits here. And I had a little taste of curry. It seemed a bit hot, but I mixed it all in, and the rice and the veggies that are in the rice absorb a lot of the heat. It was really good. Justin, I agree. There is a lot of depressing shit in the world. And yes, if you can take some uplift from the rather awesome human achievement of throwing that ship around the moon, go for it. Aren't I hungry 2 hours later? No, it's really fucking good. It's actually 3 hours since I had it. Kirsty, beef ragu pappardelle. That sounds friggin' awesome. I do love a good beef ragu with some pasta. But yeah, I'm usually fine if I have dinner between 5 and 6 because this is because of working from home that I can have dinner early, being like an old person. Dr. Abigail, eating your depression. I'm not sure it has all the nutrients you need in it. Justin, we are still. One of my theories about why we haven't contacted advanced alien civilizations, I think there's a possibility, and I'm being very facetious here. I think there's a possibility they're advanced enough to examine us from afar and looked at how fucked we are, and there's just the galactic equivalent of crime scene tape all around our solar system saying, no, don't go here, this shit's fucked up. So the aliens checked us out and went, fuck no. Oh, I feel that he thinks depression is high in protein. Okay, there you go. Safa, for old people, dinner is early. In fact, almost the only time I don't have dinner early is if I'm going out. Date nights, if I'm catching up with the young'uns, or with anyone really. If I'm having dinner with anyone, I'll have dinner later. Safa, old people are super fucking weird, man. I still don't wake up early. Old people have a reputation for getting up early, like 5 or 6 a.m. without an alarm, because they don't sleep well. I sleep fine with my CPAP machine. I normally need an alarm to get up. Yeah, I'm not an early rise yet. Justin, real reason probably interstellar travel is not possible. That, again, Justin, absolutely agree. All science fiction does hand-wavy stuff about hyperspace and stargates and whatevs and warp factors to get around the laws of physics. If the laws of physics as we understand them can't be messed with, and there's nothing we haven't discovered yet. And that's a big if. The idea that we've discovered everything is a bit outrageous, but let's just say it is. The laws of physics as we understand them, with speed, light, all that shenanigans. The fact that it would take centuries to travel between stars means, yeah, maybe no civilization has ever developed anything that defies the laws of physics as we understand them. There still maintains why haven't we picked up radio signals? Safra, I don't think there's any reason to go to Pluto. Pluto is so... Okay, here's one thing. Often our representations of Okay, I'm going to actually put this into a search engine so I get it right. But the first time this fact was laid out to me, it blew my mind. Okay, so I'm putting in, if the sun was the size of a basketball, how big would Pluto be, and how far away would it be? So we got the framing. If the sun's the size of a basketball, how big would Pluto be, and how far away would it be? Okay, if the sun was scaled down the size of a basketball, Pluto would be a speck, less than 0.5 millimeter in diameter. So smaller than a grain in sand. And it would be a kilometer away. And Earth would be 2 millimeters wide. So if the sun was a basketball, the Earth is a fucking grain of sand, whatever, 2 millimeters wide, and that grain of sand is 25 to 30 meters away from the sun. But Pluto is less than half a millimeter in diameter, and it's a kilometer away. So whenever you see those visual representations of the solar system, they're ridiculously misleading. Safar? Okay. Deep breath, Safa. Voyager is okay. It's not a million light years away. It's not even a millionth of a light year away. Okay, let's just go. How far away is Voyager? It's 15.8 billion miles, 25 billion kilometers away. So it takes currently 23 hours for a radio signal to reach it. So Voyager is almost 1 light day away. Corridor Crew did a good visual on the scale of the solar system. They do good visuals, honestly. Oh, Justin, you looked it up too. Voyager is 1 light day away. So yes. So yeah, Safa, you just mixed up miles or kilometers. So 25 billion kilometers away, almost 1 light day away, which is still fucking cray-cray. We flung something out into space and it's now 25 billion kilometers away. That's friggin' wild. So yes, if it beams anything back, it takes basically a day for whatever it beams back to get here. Was it launched in the 70s? I don't know. How far can Voyager go before we lose contact? Oh my God. People also asked, what terrifying discovery did Voyager make? It found a region of intensely heated plasma ranging from 30,000 to 90,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty wild. I mean, flesh-eating aliens would be terrifying. I don't know that's... So it's going to be 1 light day away this year. '77. So we flung Voyager out in '77. So fuck me, almost 50 years ago. But that's still impressive. How far it went in 50 years is pretty fucking impressive. Yes, it was Vija that found aliens. That's correct, Abigail. Yeah. I'm still impressed with how far away Voyager is. Almost 1 light day. 25 billion kilometers. That's cray-cray. All right. Let's freaking do this. God, now I found these cocktails I want to make. Purgatorio. A lot of 15 mils. Okay, 30 mils of rye whiskey, then a lot of 15 mils, and just 5 mils of mezcal. All right, let's fucking go, as they say in the funny papers. You know what? I'm going to do bourbon. Just for, in fact, my new bourbon, I think. Gonna do Gospel Straight Rye Whiskey because they fucking kick ass. Love the Gospel. This green bottle. Okay, so 30 mils of rye whiskey. Oh, my phone, I left it here. 30 mils rye whiskey. And why not put it back? What do we got? Most recent bottled bond, I think, is, Long Branch. Which I got really cheap, it's like $50. It's like, yo, clearance sale, let me at it. 15 mils bourbon. 15 mils green chartreuse. Might be the last of the green chartreuse, actually. I don't. No, that's maybe more than 15 mils in there. Jesus, not much more. Oh, well, maybe I'll do another one. 15 mils of green chartreuse. 15 mils of Benedictine. Und. Oh, maybe I'll open this up then. Down here. Everyone likes seeing this. Just 5 mils of mezcal. Well, let's fucking go. I think that was a little bit extra. But then again, I'm a little bit extra. Okay, just making sure that I haven't forgotten anything in the recipe. Green chartreuse, saline, couple drops of saline. Okay. Get my saline out for the second time tonight. Wait, was that a possum noise? We had the roof fixed and a possum door put in. One-way possum door. So I'm hoping they all leave. All right. The wow signal was interesting. Yes. They called it the wow signal because it was so unusual and difficult to explain. They just went, wow. Hello, Madam Butterfly. But we're on the internet. Let's really quickly look it up. Wow signal. Wikipedia's entry. What does it say? Strong narrowband radio signal detected August 15, 1977 by Ohio State University. Was used to support SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Signal appeared to come from constellation Sagittarius, bore expected hallmarks of extraterrestrial origin. On the computer printout, the guy found it, circled the reading, and wrote "wow" beside it, leading to the event's widely used name. The entire signal sequence lasted a 72-second window, during which Big Ear was able to observe it. Despite numerous follow-up searches and hypotheses, the signal never occurred, had no explanation, and we don't know what the fuck it was. Some researchers said it could represent extraterrestrial transmission. Its single occurrence and lack of replication limit the strength of this interpretation. So it's again, it was a signal that's consistent with what smart people say would designate a signal of intelligent extraterrestrial origin. But it never happened again, and they haven't been able to explain it. So we don't know what it was, where it came from. It's still an enigma 50 years later. And yes, Charlie, I love the name the Big Ear Satellite. Oh, man. Oof. That's pretty good. That's almost a wow cocktail. The Purgatorio, rye whiskey, bourbon, mezcal, Benedictine, green chartreuse. Oof, it's good. Damn. But among other things, the wow signal is a good reminder that we don't have definitive answers for everything. It's like, oh, we detected this. What does it mean? Well, it could mean this, but it might not mean that. And we can't be sure because it never occurred. And so we can't. It's like if it was a signal from an intelligent extraterrestrial origin, you would have expected it to happen again. Okay. That's going to turn into a cocktail video. The habitual. Was it the Purgatorio? That's going to be a cocktail video. Oh, that's for people who like strong cocktails, that one. Even the sweetener is alcoholic, using Benedictine as the sweetener. So if we look at it, so it's spirit. The sweeteners and modifiers are liqueurs. So it has no ingredient. If you ignore the water you get from stirring it on ice and the saline solution, all of the ingredients are booze. Strong fucking cocktail. Wait, he does an approximation of standard drinks. Shit. 3 standard drinks in one cocktail. Fuck me. Abigail, you can't stand it where people find things of unknown origin and you think, aliens. Yeah. The U means unidentified. Whether you're saying UFO or UAP, which is the trendy term now, unidentified aerial phenomena, which is a better name. I feel like that's a more precise name than flying object, because flying is subject to interpretation. But yeah, there's also nothing quite like, again, you say they always go aliens. Yeah, and religious people say gaps in our knowledge is God. And you get the fucking scam artists, ancient aliens and all that sort of shit. It's like, hey, here is something that was done thousands of years ago, and it's at least slightly difficult to wrap your head around how people did this with no modern technology. Aliens. Or God, or magic super civilization that we've lost records of. It's just like, I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer. That's what bugs me with some people, where they go, because you don't know, I'm going to declare it to be aliens or God or a secret civilization that science is trying to cover up existed thousands of years ago. And it's like, yeah, but I don't know is an exception. Yeah, the pyramids is a big one, Charlie. It's a great, big, obvious one. My favorite one someone trying the way they try to act mysterious and go, I'm just asking questions. Someone posting pictures of different like step pyramids from all around the world, like places, these are all thousands of years old, that had no contact with each other, and yet they all built pyramids. Ooh, what does it mean? And what it means is through trial and error, humans all over the world independently worked out how to pile up a big pile of rocks without it falling over. It's that fucking simple. Justin, we may well discover something is aliens eventually. We absolutely might. Heine, you think they have special tourist packages at pyramids made for alien birds? That would be awesome. They absolutely fucking should. Just lean into all the Eric von Daniken shit, Chariots of the Gods. We may never find any evidence of alien life. Life may actually be incredibly rare. And the distances across the universe too vast for us to ever contact another intelligent race. But who knows? I agree, Dr. Abigail. The pyramids are an awesome human achievement. And yeah, just immediately going, and despite the fact people have established fairly solid methods for building the pyramids with ancient technology, but even if we hadn't, even if we're like, oh, we have no idea, just jumping to alien or gods is insulting to humans. I absolutely agree. So yeah, it's ugh. And also the vast majority of people who push alien conspiracies and whatnot are just fucking grifters. They're just trying to get attention. They're trying to make money from the fact that it's an undeniable, interesting thing. Like, how the fuck did that happen? Because, magnets, how do they work? Except we do kind of know how magnets work. They're still weird. Magnets are definitely weird. Oh, okay, that's a fucking winner. The Purgatorio. Damn, might even make the book. That's really good. But it's definitely going to be a video on Le Cocktail channel. All right. For fans of strong cocktails, I think I'm going to have to break the breathalyzer out. Ooh, this is the 6th day of my 6-day break. I guts to work tomorrow, but I am working from home for the rest of the week. Fuck going into the office. I'm not going into the office. Monday, Tuesday are my office days, and I was on holidays Monday, Tuesday. And no, I will not move my office days to other days of the week. Fuck that. Justin, we'll be able to detect atmospheric composition of exoplanets soon. We know a bit about the atmosphere. You're right that we don't know everything, but I think we know a bit of the atmospheric composition of exoplanets. Is Trump gonna bomb Iran back into the Stone Age tomorrow? He could do anything because he's an irrational, evil piece of shit. So I don't know. No, Safa, I'm not sick. The way Mrs. Angry structures her work leave, she gets the RDOs, the registered days off for the hours. I think she got told she had to take 2 RDOs. So she just went, oh, I'm going to take one before Easter and one after Easter. And I went, well, so am I. But it's annual leave for me. I took annual leave before Easter and annual leave after Easter. And it's fucking awesome. 6 days. Mrs. Angry is still sort of coughing and so I think okay, so am I. I'm still symptomatic, a bit phlegmy and whatnot. Don't think I'm contagious at this point. Don't think Mrs. Angry is contagious at this point. I'm a bit phlegmy though. Okay, well, that was a fucking winner. Will the next cocktail be a fucking winner? Charlie, think all the times he's tacoed, yeah, Trump always chickens out. It's going to put pressure on him to not taco. It's impossible to tell. The motherfucker is absolutely irrational, absolutely amoral, and absolutely fucking stupid. Like, does legit stupid shit all the time. And it's just all fucked up. It's like, will Trump do it? Will he won't? Well, 50-50. So friggin' toss a coin. I don't know. Does Trump hate Australia? He has specifically called out Australia and other countries because, countries just going like, nah, dude, you broke it, you bought it, fuck off. It's nothing to do with us. What the fuck are you doing? And Madam Butterfly, I'm absolutely sick of going into the office. Oh yeah, the social media post where he's going fucking this fucking. It's like, okay, this shit is just unhinged at this point. And speaking of getting unhinged, what'll happen if I make a Hot Island Sazerac? So we're going brandy, whiskey, sugar syrup. Just a. You know what? I think I'm going to use the rest of my green chartreuse. It says 5 mils. I think I've got more than 5 mils, but I'm just going to fucking go over it. So we're going, Sazerac, a brandy whiskey Sazerac mix. Seeing I've used up all of my Starwood co-ferment, let's fucking go with the brand. I think I've got a cognac. Just for fun, I'll do a cognac. I think things French are over fucking stated, mind you. But this cognac, VSOP, very special old ale. So that's an aged cognac. Cognac. I think we'll go back to using Nova because I have a whole extra bottle of Nova. And because Nova's fucking yum. Where's my green chartreuse? I'm just going to freaking... It's not much there. Even if it's 15 mils, I'm just going to fucking go for it. Yeah, it's about 10 mils. All right, finish that bottle of green chartreuse. Okay, now double checking what the other ingredients were. A little bit of sugar syrup, then Peychaud's bitters and aromatic bitters. Aromatic bitters, Peychaud's bitters, a little bit of sugar syrup. Got my special sugar syrup. That's it. Oh. God, that sugar syrup's so fucking good though. Okay, 3 dashes of Peychaud's. All right, 2 dashes of aromatic. All right. So, this is, Sazerac with green chartreuse as opposed to absinthe. Safa claims not to drink alcohol. He's just having a fucking stroke. And Iran is trolling Trump because Iran knows the truth of Trump's failures. Yes, Iran has done multiple online and social media trolling of Trump because it's just like the regime there has nothing to lose. And Trump and anyone who supports him has fucking everything to lose. It's like it's been such a stupid misadventure, this military action. It's just a fucking disaster. Anyway, what's this taste like? Oh, it's so fucking okay. That's two big fucking winners tonight. No, I think because they call it Highland Sazerac because of Scotch. I might actually, if I make it for the cocktail channel, I might make it with because I've only got peated scotches. I used to have a Speyside Scotch, but I use it all. I don't drink that much Scotch, so I don't feel compelled to have other sorts of Scotch. So I could do a peated Scotch and call it a smoky Sazerac. I'll do, look, Safra, I'll do a breathalyzer after I drink this because, oof. Charlie, you reckon when in the 80s when he was into the wild parties, he didn't drink because his brother died of it? Maybe, maybe not. Trump is a pathological liar. You literally cannot believe a single. Well, also, Trump didn't write Art of the Deal. Someone else did. But that's normal for celebrity memoirs. Someone ghostwrites it. But yeah, Trump is a pathological liar. So nothing he has ever said is trustworthy. Oh, Kirsty, too much pain to sleep. That fucking sucks. Oh, damn. That's not good. Justin, I do sincerely hope the Democrats capitalize in this fuckery of Trump's. They just need to go really hard. Oh, this is a fucking winner. Green chartreuse in a Sazerac. Fucking awesome. Charlie, he was definitely interviewed for the book. There are some very interesting accounts of the guy who wrote it. Because Trump, of course, claims he wrote it, and he didn't. This guy just followed him around and interviewed him and recorded him and all this shit and wrote the book. And Trump had zero actual input to the book. But yeah, I just say the whole thing about Trump not drinking alcohol. I don't know. He's a pathological liar. Oh yeah, sorry. We were talking about the war criminal earlier. It's just like, yeah, because Ben Robert Smith is the most highly decorated living Australian soldier, I think. But it's just like when all this stuff broke, like 5+ years ago, it's just like, yeah, this war crime stuff is probably going to stick. And the fact that years were spent researching the events and assessing the evidence, and as we like to say, every person who is charged with a criminal offense is entitled of a presumption of innocence until they are found guilty in a court of law. You already lost the libel case because the court said, no, balance of evidence, the assertions of you committing war crimes are probably true. That's not the criminal responsibility level. Same as Trump has been assessed by a judge to have probably raped someone. Doesn't meet the standard of a criminal trial. Does meet the standard of a civil trial, though. If I was in a position where these questions had been raised, and then after years of research, investigation, and analysis, the highest enforcement agency in the land decided to press charges against me, I would not fancy my chances of getting off, quite honestly. Oh, Charlie, America's insane, quite honestly. Yeah, Kirsty, we'll be thinking of you and sending all the positive vibes. So yes, we all want things to work out for you. Justin, you found most ex-military personnel you've come across are assholes. I do not associate with a lot of ex-military, honestly. Or any, actually, I should say. Madam Butterfly, Trump's stupid, he can't even write instructions how to care for a goldfish. I think if he had any goldfish or plants, they would die. Oh, that's really good. Man, actually trying 2 new cocktails in one. And in fact, even the one I did the video for, the Brittle Manhattan, is not as good as these two, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. But damn. The Purgatorio, which I've had my eye on for a while, and the Highland Sazerac are so fucking good. Mm. God damn. Just you've had an ex-military person throw cricket balls at you. That's not good, honestly. Honestly, no matter what the provocation, even if you did give, say, just for argument's sake, if you did give, say, verbal provocation, physical violence is a very bad thing to do. So, yes, that does seem a person of that. Okay, so that was school. Wait, how are they ex-military if they're in school, or were they a teacher, or had they just done cadets or something? I'm confused, but admittedly, relatively easy to confuse me. Let's be honest. I try to be honest. So that was when going to school in Singapore. So it was a teacher in Singapore. Yeah, but Singapore's fucking crazy. So, public floggings for littering. I mean, my God. Which again is a lot of people don't get the Simpsons in Australia episode, the thing with the boot. That's not about Australia. That's about when Singapore caned a young American citizen for dodgy behavior. Does Australia get oil from Singapore? I'm going to say no, Safa. Does some oil come through Singapore to Australia? Possibly. But I'm going to say I don't think Australia gets oil from Singapore. Other parts of Asia, yes. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, Charlie, you posted this. I don't know where this comes from, but I'm going to share it. It's on the Discord. So, okay, this thing. Charlie describes these as vest sweaters. So the hammer thing, is that Pink Floyd? That's oh no, okay, that's Stonecutters. And that's Homer's car design. And that's Yoko Ono when she's with Barney talking about a plum in a hat and absinthe. Oh, and I do recognize that squiggle, and I've forgotten what it is. Okay, so these are Simpsons themed sweater vests. Yeah, okay, so you've both corrected me. It's the Stonecutters, not Pink Floyd. It's Homer's car design, and it's Yoko Ono's drink when she was with Barney. The squiggle. I recognize the squiggle, but I've forgotten what it was. It is. It's Simpsons, but subtle, Charlie. And I love it. I agree with you. It's awesome. But someone remind me what the weird squiggle on the right is. Because I know it's Simpsons, but I've kind of forgotten what it specifically is. And these are genuinely subtle Simpsons things. Like you have to be a Simpsons fan and this is classic first 10 seasons of Simpsons too. Anyway. Okay, and just randomly, I'm talking about like what I watched over this weekend. I did watch Clerks 3, which was enjoyable. It's a very meta movie. But I think maybe you recommended that, Charlie, and said it was particularly good. I didn't mind it. I thought the acting in it was fairly shit, but it was overall, if you watch Clerks 1 and 2, it's an enjoyable movie. I've even lost track of what I watched this weekend. I watched a lot. Oh, I had a very emotional reaction to Clerks 3. Yes. I thought the emotional elements of it were quite well done. And it was fun as a meta thing about the original Clerks movie. Kind of made me want to watch Clerks again. And again, as an Australian, I want to say Clarks, but it's an American movie. So I'll say Clerks. So there was a 12-year gap between Clerks and Clerks 2. Clerks 2 is fun. It's not as good as Clerks, but it's fun. And then like Clerks 3 is 20 years after Clerks 2. I'm talking very roughly in terms of years. Is Clerks 2 worth watching? I liked it. Am I going to actively recommend it to someone? Not really. Because there's a million other movies that I'd recommend ahead of it. Wait, am I logged in? I could like look at Plex and go, what did I watch this weekend? Because I feel like I'm forgetting some stuff. I watched TV shows as well. I watched a bunch of The Pit to finish season 1. Oh yes, no, that was Kirk. Yes, that was playing Pictionary. That was Kirk Van Houten doing Dignity. Yes. Thank you, Charlie. I knew I recognized it, but I couldn't remember what it was. That bit where Milhouse's parents get divorced. It's fucking hilarious. And Kirk trying to talk up the bachelor apartment complex he lives in, and saying to Homer, "My bed's a race car. Do you sleep in a race car?" Homer goes, "No, I sleep in a double bed with my wife." and Homer's not even trying to be mean. He's just answering the question. "My bed's a race car. That's so cool. Do you sleep in a race car?" And he was going, "No, I sleep in a double bed with my wife." It's brutal. It's brutal because he's not trying to be brutal. Oh my God. Classic Simpsons. Awesome. Looking for another good animated series. I am actually watching Smiling Friends because it's one of young Mr. Angry's favorites, and it's awesome. It's super fucking trippy and surreal and absurdist, and I do love that when someone does a really good surreal absurdist animated series. Um, I tried Universal Basic Guys, and it's kind of shit. It's about these guys who get put on universal basic income, so they don't have to work. It was shit. I'm not watching any more of that. I might go back to watching the Harley Quinn animated series actually, because that shit's fucking funny. Bob's Burgers. I probably still have Bob's Burgers to watch. Actually, I fucking love Bob's Burgers. It's it's wholesome while still being weird and fucked up. Like the whole family dynamic on Bob's Burgers is wholesome but honest. And when they're honest, it's like fucked up family power games. Yeah, I need to watch more Bob's Burgers actually. I need to work out where I was up to because Bob's Burgers is such a good show. Um, I did like the King of the Hill reboot. I thought that was really good. It's kind of like the reason I started watching the Harley Quinn animated series is because I'd seen some clips on YouTube, which I think are from later seasons, where the Joker's trying to be a suburban dad and go to take his kid to school and be in the PG, and it just seemed fucking hilarious. And I'm not even up to that. Like, watch the first two seasons. Um, Harley is voiced by Katie Kuko, however you pronounce her voice, as the woman who was in Big Bang Theory. And Poison Ivy is everyone's favorite bisexual from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've forgotten her name. But yeah, the Harley Quinn animated series is quite entertaining because it's very sort of nudge wink, sort of sincere to the comics, but also having knowing sort of nudge wink wink things on it. Justin, you mentioned scam baiters. Yes. Going after predators. Just gross. Yeah. The whole, even just going after scammers could be questionable. But when you're going after predators, it's very fraught because, of course, the most famous one to catch a predator did lead to suicides. So, and again, being vigilante, judge, jury, etc., it's very easy for that to slip into very questionable territory. But like I said, even with scams, like scam call centers and whatnot, not so much when they're in India, but certainly we've now realized some of the scam call centers, particularly in Myanmar and China and some parts of East Asia and Southeast Asia, the people doing the scam stuff are actually being held prisoner by criminals. And that happened in Mexico as well. Some call centers that were targeting the US. The people in the scam call centers were all being held prisoner. In fact, there was a thing where apparently a whole bunch of people were executed by the crime syndicate that were running it. So while we were going like, scammers, fuck them, it's not necessarily black and white. Charlie, you can add a fuck ton of animated adult shows. Yes. Also, you've got the good old ones from the 90s and noughties. Frisky Dingo, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, C-Lab 2021, Archer. I fucking love Archer. There must be a new fucking thing of Archer coming out at some point. Just New York and those serious ethical issues. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, okay, we all dislike pedos. We all dislike sexual offenders, but there is a danger of like a kangaroo court and a presumption of guilt rather than a presumption of innocence. Um, and doing that sort of exploitative shit can actually work to protect predators. Happy Tree Friends is so fucking funny. I love Happy Tree Friends. I've got some of it on DVD. My favorite's Flippy, the war veteran who has PTSD and flips out occasionally. Yeah, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim is friggin' awesome, honestly. And the animation style in a lot of those old one, C-Lab 2021, Frisky Dingo, Harvey Birdman, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, is the animation style that's done in Archer as well. I think the Archer is the only one that's still going that uses that thing. Oh god, the original Eon Flux stuff from that's like late 90s, wasn't it? The Max was pretty wild too. Because there were short Eon Flux animations and longer ones. And the shorter ones were definitely just all about subverting sci-fi tropes that were really interesting because they'd set stuff up to be exactly like a classical sci-fi trope and then just do something else with it and really subvert it. I don't think I ever saw any Spawn animations. I like the Spawn movie from the 90s. I thought that was quite good. Um, oh, yes, you're right, Safa. SBS on Eat Carpet used to do some of the weird animations, 90s, early 2000s. I don't reckon you're going down the wrong road, Charlie. There's just a whole bunch of great stuff that's happened over the years. I don't think, personally, I don't think I'm going to go back to those older ones as much as I like them. Oh god, what was the one? There was another one that SBS ran, and it's made by the same people because you got all the same animations. Sorry, the same voice actors as in the others. Oh, what was it? I just remember there was one that was like an anthology, and they had one called Suck It Gary, and it was these online nerds who were just being nasty bullies trying to hurt the other guy they interacted with, Gary, and it was really awful. Okay, these are some different ones. Legend of Korra was Avatar spin-off. Blue Eye Samurai is a Netflix one, which I haven't watched. That's a new one. Blue Eye Samurai is current. Legend of Korra was about, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago. A lot of people like it. I never watched it. I only watched a bit of The Last Airbender, and I did like it. I heard good things about Legend of Korra. But even some of the wacky kid, because again, having the youngers growing up watching wacky kids stuff, from 90s noughties onward, there was some crazy stuff which I quite like. You're saying Safa Avatar live action. Oh, yeah. See, this is where I'm getting confused because I was thinking of the Avatar movies. But yes, the Avatar The Last Airbender streaming series. I didn't watch the first one. I don't know if it's any good. Same as the One Piece live action one. I think a lot of people like the live action One Piece. And there is a second season that is either already started on Netflix or is starting soon. But yeah, there's more stuff out there than you can ever watch. So at some point, you just have to acknowledge, well, I'm never going to watch that. Because new stuff keeps coming out as well. And hot damn, Mrs. Angry and I did watch the final episode of the current season of Dark Winds. And they're definitely making more, because right at the end, they set up the next season. Abigail, I think most people think the anime of One Piece is better. And of course, friggin' the manga of One Piece, there's like hundreds of issues of the manga. Charlie, I've watched some of Gary and His Demons. I think it was pretty entertaining what I watched. I didn't watch all of it. So, but again, that's like 5 or 10 years old, isn't it? I'm going to look it up. When did that come out? Gary and His Demons, a sitcom. When did that come out? There were 2 seasons of it. Oh my, it's older than I thought. 2018 is when it came out. Jesus, bordering on 20 years old. Okay, it's older than I thought it was. Okay, here's a weird random one, which I don't know if you have. I think there was only 1 season, but I think there was only 1 season of it. It was called God, the Devil, and Bob. Yeah, there was only 1 season, and it's from 2000. So yeah, 26 years old. I think James Garner plays God in it. I'm not sure, but I remember really liking that when it was on. Oh no, yeah, I know. I don't have to watch them, but I think those are all worth getting because I think there's great quality in them. But yeah, one that only lasted for 1 season, 26 years ago, that I really enjoyed was God, the Devil, and Bob. It was the one line I remember from it is because Bob can talk with God. He does end up in a mental institution at one point, and when God goes to see him, and how's it going? And Bob goes, "Well, I know one thing. Me likey Thorazine." It's just like, yep, Bob's on a really powerful sedative, and he's really enjoying it. But there are so many great animated things that have been done over the years. So I reckon, yeah, you should get all of them. Fuck it. Drinking some water because I need to drink something non-alcoholic. Hey, Sim, how you doing? Got me like 5 minutes before I go to bed, 10 minutes before I go to bed, something like that. And you've got a great 1-season show. Outsourced. Okay, that sounds vaguely familiar. I can't quite do it. There's one that was good that only lasted 2 seasons. Better Off Ted, which I did start watching on Charlie's Discord because I watched it when it first came out. I wanted to rewatch it, and it's still very funny about evil, fucked up corporate stuff. Oh yeah, no, I finished Cocktail Stuff. Oh, you want me to do a breathalyzer? I think the breathalyzer is going to be significant, just in terms of standard drinks of what I've had tonight. Do its 10-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's no fucking resistance on that. 0.1. Okay. That's about what I expected. So twice the legal limit. Definitely should not be operating heavy machinery at this point. But you know what I should be doing? Drinking a little bit more water before bedtime. Yeah, Safa, lucky I am home. Go home, I'm drunk. God, I feel like 2 or 3 times tonight I was worried I was knocking something over. And I just barely made it through. So, am I sure I could watch some porn before bedtime? Now, that admittedly, the stuff you've got on Plex, you probably have some stuff that's refused classification in Australia because of our sort of conservative Australian porn laws. But what's funny is they're not enforced. Because I'm old enough that I can track it all. Like in the early days of home video, porn was a thing in Australia, and hardcore porn didn't get made illegal in Australia till about 83 or 84. Sometime between 82 and 84 is when it got made illegal to have hardcore porn in video rental shops. It stayed legal in the ACT and the Northern Territory, so you could get a mail order. So sometime in the early 80s, hardcore porn got made illegal in Australia. But sometime around the early to mid 90s, adult shops started selling porn videos that were obviously illegal, and the law just wasn't enforced, except when like the Liberal Party was trying to win an election and they do raids on King's Cross sex shops and whatnot. So I don't think hardcore porn has ever been made legal in states in Australia. Laws about it are just never enforced. Does ASIO watch me, Charlie? What do you reckon? Not ASIO, but I've built up a list of countries that if I ever visited, I don't want them to know about my YouTube channel because I've said shit that's illegal in those countries. And it's not just the United States. Like, there is no fucking way I would try to visit the United States until the current regime is ousted, if and when that ever happens, because there's just too much scope for their border patrol to fuck me up. But yeah, there's a few other places where I'd be, look, honestly, all through the Middle East, the way I've shipped like the United Arab Emirates and Dubai and all those fuckers. I don't think I'd have a problem with Japan, but Charlie, you want me to pick 2 shows? Okay, let me go. List of adult animated television series of the 2020s. Let's fucking go. Wikipedia. Okay, list. Magical Girl, no. Deathstroke, no. Duncanville, no. Turning Out. Midnight Gospel. Solar Opposites fucking rocks. Oh, Solar Opposites is so good. Oh, yeah. Definitely need Solar Opposites. Central Park. Crossing Swords. Close Enough. Dicktown. Wow, that's got... Okay, something that's got John Hodgman in it. I'm not familiar with it, but if it's got John Hodgman with it, I'd give it a go. Dicktown. Star Trek Lower Decks is fucking awesome. I love that. YOLO, I don't know. Oops, I don't know. Magical Girl, Wildlife, Blood of Zeus. Oh, no. Liberator, Onyx, The Great North. I don't know that one. Devil May Care, no. Pacific Rim, no. Pole, Summoner, Dragon Blood. Invincible, yeah, I fucking love Invincible. MODOK was good. If you don't have MODOK, that was one with Patton Oswalt, done for the Disney Channel. It's very funny. Win the Book, Goodbye Family, Ultra City, Master of the Universe, Prince. The What If stuff that was done for Disney Channel is not bad. Harper House, Chicago Party Aunt. I watched a couple of episodes. It's a Netflix one. It has potential. 2 seasons. Star Wars Visions, I think, is pretty good, actually. 10-Year-Old Tom, Inside Job, High Guardian, I don't know these. Fairfax. Arcane is video game oriented. It's okay. Wow, is there actually a Freak Brothers adaptation? That's 70s shit. And Blade Runner. Hit Monkey is okay. Santa Inc. Saturday Morning All-Star Hits. Smiling Friends you've got. That's pretty fucking cool. Legend of Vox Machina, I never got super into. It's a D&D inspired one. The Boys Present Diabolical. That was pretty funny. Human Resources is okay. That's a Netflix spin-off. There is actually a Slip and Jimmy animation. Okay. That's going to be a Better Call Saul thing. I haven't seen it. Faza, that's okay. I've seen it. Pantheon, I didn't get into. Dragon Age. Filmer, I didn't get into. Asian was Digimon. Moral Crackers, Final Mars. Mulligan, I didn't really get into. Adventures of Superman. Praise P. Captain Fall. Yeah, I watched an episode or two of it. Didn't really get into. Strange Planet. Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake. That's fun. Crapopolis, you've got. I really like Crapopolis. Castlevania. Scavengers. Blue Eye Samurai. Maybe I should watch. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. I was not super into that. I dig what they were trying. Didn't really work. Carol and the End of the World is a weird one-off, one season, self-contained from Netflix. Has Been a Hotel. I'm not super into, but a lot of people are. It's, I think, second best hospital in the galaxy. I kind of feel like I should get back to that. That's got a real Star Trek Lower Decks vibe. Mr. Burchett, Ren and Stimpy, nah. Sausage Party, nah. Exploding Kittens, I wanted to like that because I like Matthew Inman. It wasn't great, though. Kite Man Hell Yeah is a spin-off from fucking Harley Quinn. Batman. Yeah, I don't know. Rick and Morty. Universal Basic Guys I didn't like. Twilight of the Gods, that's fucking Zack Snyder jerking off. Everybody Still Hates Chris. I never watched that. Animated Everybody Hates Chris. Tomb Raider. Creature Commando. Some people are really into that. I haven't watched it though. Secret Level was an interesting Amazon anthology. Video game inspired animations. Common Side Effects, I haven't watched. Some people have talked that up. It's an Adult Swim one. Oh my God, yes, a series of extremely relatable circumstances. I love the name of it, but I'm completely unfamiliar with it. Devil May Cry. Happy Family USA. I watched a couple of episodes of. It was very interesting. How a Muslim family coped with 9/11. Eyes of Wakanda, I didn't watch. Long story short, Netflix series Jewish Family, I really enjoyed. Haunted Hotel, I don't think I watched. Marvel Zombies, I haven't watched yet. Splinter Cell, I watched 1 or 2 episodes of, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's Splinter Cell, whatever. The Mighty Nine, I haven't watched. Okay, that was okay. I gave some calls there. Man above, I go, no, nice. Yeah, you actually have most of those, Charlie. So I don't know if there were any that I said were worthwhile that you don't already have. Okay, I'm going to bring up a thing that's very funny to me. Justin Roiland, who was Dan Harmon's co-creator with Rick and Morty and Solar Opposites, and then he got outed as just being a creepy predator and exploiting his position. And everyone's like, oh. And what comes out is people don't really like him anyway. They found it relatively easy to go, like, yeah, I don't know, just Roiland was exploitative of the fans. We don't want to work with him. I think they didn't like him anyway. In Rick and Morty, they just replaced him with people who were good at doing the voices the same way as him. In Solar Opposites, they just went completely different. They made the character he was voicing have an English accent, and he went through some transformation that made his voice change, which I think was really funny. So Charlie, you added Dicktown, long story short, number one happy family. Yeah. Long story short, I really appreciated for their experimentation with animation styles. And I really loved the family dynamic stories in it. Number one happy family USA was just very funny. It's essentially a memoir thing of someone who's a comedian now, but who was a kid when 9/11 happened. And I think they're Egyptian Muslim. I'm not sure where they come from, but it was like his dad was trying to go like, no, we had nothing to do with that. We're Americans. Let's go. I haven't watched all of Happy Family USA, but it's an entertaining concept. Also, Safa, this is just for you. I'm going to do breathalyzer again because I think it might have had time for alcohol to work through my system, and I think the reading might be higher now just before I go to bed. 210. Wait, what was that? It didn't do the beep like it was ready to do it. Sorry, it's counting down again. Yeah, Safa, it's just for you, buddy. Oh no, what's it doing? It's fucking around. Okay, I'm just going to switch it off and switch it on again because that's the magical IT thing to fix things. Switch it off and switch it on again. See if it beeps when it gets at 3, 2, 1, 0. It's not beeping. Oh, fuck, I dropped it. It's dead. I broke it. Oh, shit. No, I did restart it. I dropped it and all the lights went out. Ah. Okay. Oh, no, it started up again. Let's do another 10-second countdown. No, it's not saying anything about low battery. 3, 2, 1, 0. No, but it's okay. It's not beeping. It's going straight to a result. Okay, I don't know what the problem is. It's fucked up. Anyway, I'm going to eat some cherries and go to bed. Oh, wait, no. I need to put a bit of flavor in here. I am butterfingers today. Yeah, no. It's an occupational hazard with me dropping shit. I'll put a bit of this liqueur. Oh, did you hear that glug glug? That was a pretty... This is a 1 liter bottle of Maker's Mark with a long neck. Makes really good glug glug noises. Got to put a bit extra flavor in here for the orange peel for Mrs. Angry to put in her hot chocolate in the morning. Man, I forget what I put in this batch of the liqueur. I think I must have changed it. It's not as dark as it has been previously, and it tastes a little bit. It still tastes nice. It tastes a bit different though. Oh, fucking yum, man. Anyway, going to eat the cherries as well, because me being me, I made sure I had 2 cherries. Holy shit, man! This is so fucking good. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love the taste of these cherries. They're freaking amazing. Charlie, I appreciate. Yeah, I gave you a break from editing. You've been working really hard. So hanging out for the premiere. Just saying, just check me. Am I coming to bed? So I'm giving him the Funk Soul Brother answer. Right about now, Funk Soul Brother. Going to bed now, like a Funk Soul Brother. Oh yeah, no, Charlie, I fucking really appreciate it. So you'll take care. I'll probably be back on Thursday. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be back on Thursday. And you should be subscribed to the Home for the Elderly YouTube channel, so you can see the premiere at about 6 p.m. East Coast time on YouTube. I'll be watching. I'll see you all later, but bye for now. Bye. You are totally